Can you guys hear me? Yes. Um, I noticed that there's a lot of hype for Ant-Man Quantumania, and I just want to go through you why I am warning people not to go see it, because over the years of the COVID pandemic, there were a lot of crazy shit going on, and it caused a lot of people like me, similar to having PTSD, some form of PTSD, and some sort of, social anxiety and depression. And apparently, in Ant-Man Quantumania, they have this actress here. Hang on. Ant-Man Quantumania cast. And they have Emily, and she joined an anti-vaccination joke. Evangeline Lilly joined protests for vaccination and mandates. And she joined RFK Jr.'s anti-vaccination rallies. I mean, there's a whole bunch of, I even remember seeing pictures pop up on social media how she has joined the anti-vaccination movements. And listen, I loved Ant-Man. I loved Ant-Man Ant-Man and the Wasp was a better version than the first. In my opinion, I love that movie. However, there is now circulation that the woman who is playing the woman who is playing one of the actresses in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Cassie Lang. No, fuck, I forget. But anyway, she joined anti-vaccination mandates. And there's also pictures of her, actually standing out in vaccination mandates, standing up against the vaccination mandates. I mean, I will post it all. And, seeing that stuff really causes, like me, who have supported the LGBTQ, have supported the vaccination mandates, and just all around supported a lot of the criticism that we have gotten over the years for people who have supported the mandates, who have understood the mandates, even though it was a struggle. Trust me, it was a very, very hard struggle for me. I struggled with forms of social anxiety, depression, all that stuff. But the fact that they have an actress and two actresses who are against the mandates, and she even attended protest vaccination mandates in DC. We just cannot support people like this, honestly. People like me who have campaigned about getting vaccination, how important vaccine mandates were back then, and then, because it was a dangerous time. People were growing numbers of getting COVID constantly, and it was really, really bad. So, there's also in Black Panther, I'm looking these up actually as I'm talking to you guys. Here, wait. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Okay, so Letitia Wright against COVID. Because I want to make sure that I'm not making this up. I actually think that me doing this in front of you guys actually shows that I am actually doing the job instead of just rambling on. So, and actually, Letitia Wright, there were places that she needed to film, and they actually had issues of her. Letitia Wright on set, who was playing Shuri in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and in Black Panther 1, there were reports that she had issues on set of the people telling her, hey, you need to get vaccinated, or hey, you need to do this. I mean, there's just the reports of her set, and there were concerns of why she might not return because of the mandates. I mean, you have to understand an African actress and doing an African American based superhero where there were a lot of mandates and a lot of restrictions. They had problems. Ryan Coogler, there were even talks of them having problems getting her on set, getting her on time, because she did not get vaccinated. And you know what? People like me who have supported vaccination, who had COVID, got COVID, and to see these actresses get all these attentions, like Ant-Man Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which it should just be Ant-Man Quantumania, not Ant-Man and the Wasp, because that actress is not supporting the COVID mandates. Or be the daughter, or actually it should be just the daughter, and I mean, why should we have actresses in these Marvel big spectacle hangers be supported in these roles when they had to get vaccinated? They're against the COVID mandates. I mean, it causes a lot of mental health anxiety and depression. And that is why for my safety and my mental health concern, I will probably not go see Ant-Man Quantumania or Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Because if you are supporting these actresses, then you are not a dreamer to me. Because you do not understand how hard it was for us medically challenged people to be living under stressful times, under these circumstances of a virus, a plague that happened and started in China due to a bat infecting an Asian woman, and it spread wildly like rapid fire. And then for people like my uncle, I actually do have an uncle. And my cousin, I think I do have one cousin who is the father of that one uncle, does not believe in the COVID vaccines and has supported Trump, and how scary that is and hard for us. I can't even be anywhere near him because I'm scared of getting COVID. Because when you get COVID, even after you got it, you get protection, but you could still get it. These vaccines are very much protective in 90%, but you could still get like a lower case, and I just don't want to get it. I don't want to get locked in quarantine again. I mean, it was so stressful and so scary for me. I was so scared of myself. I was scared I was going to die. I went through 24 fucking surgeries when I was born. And yes, people say I'm a miracle child, and yes, there's an article. I still have it on my fucking phone. But for medically challenged people, this virus could have killed me. It could have. My parents were scared of it. My mom was definitely scared of it. The fact that I even have an uncle who does not support the vaccines, it scares me to be even near him because I don't want to get it again. It's that repercussion in the mental health, anxiety, and depression in the head to really stress you out. So the fact that these actresses who are playing big spectacle Marvel roles and supporting campaigns that are against the vaccine mandates, for my mental health safety and for my safety of myself, for my mental health, I will probably not go see these movies. Black Panther Wakanda Forever had Letitia Wright, who was against the vaccine mandates, and they had really hard, stressful times. I mean, look it up. I'll actually post links in the description. And the fact that they have Eva, I can't even say her name. Her name, I'll just say Eva, played as Wasp, not only decides not to get vaccinated, but supports rallies, protests against the COVID vaccine mandates and vaccinations. I do not want to see this movie, not because I don't hate Marvel. I love Marvel. I've loved Marvel all my life. I loved the Black Panther movie. One, I love Chadwick Boseman as an actor. He was an excellent actor in both Captain America Civil War. My gosh, he was a fucking badass. Even though I was Team Cap, I'm not gonna lie, he was awesome. I actually admired him in his whooping ass of Hawkeye. So, yeah, but he sadly passed away. So, I mean, it feels sorry to even do this, but I think it's more important that we be careful of our mental health safety in our lives to just be okay with not seeing these movies. I really hope people understand and sympathize people like me, because it was very hard and very scary in those times. And for us to see actors and actresses specifically in these roles to not support the vaccine mandate and support anti-vaccination campaigns, I really, really hope anybody out there does not treat us like haters. I'll post links in the description. Thank you. This is your Corey Dreamer signing off.